Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning, students. Previous class we learned about how to find out the median for a grouped frequency distribution. The formula also we have seen that median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF divided by F into H. About CF already I told you that it represents a cumulative frequency. In this formula, L means the lower limit of the median class, N means total number of observations, CF means the cumulative frequency of the class preceding to the median class, F means the frequency of the median class, and H is the class size. And related to using this formula, how to find out the median already included in the last class. Right? Now, today what we are going to see that using these formulas, suppose in this frequency distribution table, some frequencies are missing. Two frequencies, one is X and another one is Y. This is your example number only, not the exercise question. Exercise also one question is there that you can do yourself using this same method. Now here two missing frequencies are there and median is also given. That means here class interval is given, frequency is given, and total number of observation is also given. What is the total number of observation is given that n is equal to 100. And also it is given that what is the median of this full class frequency distribution table. Median is given that 525. These are the two data given. Using this data, median is equal to 525, number of observation is 100. Using this data, how to find out the missing frequencies? Carefully children. Now, just like the previous class, how to find out the median? One more column you have to add it. What is that column? That is cumulative frequency. Then that cumulative frequency you have to find out. The first class frequency, same frequency will come. Second frequency will be 2 plus 5, 7. Third column 7 plus x. You know that this is a variable, x is a variable, therefore you cannot add with the number now. So you will write 7 plus x only. Again next 7 plus 12, that means 19, 19 plus x. Now x will continue. Next step 19 plus 17 is equal to 36 plus x. Next 36 plus 20, 56 plus x. Then 56 plus x is already there. Now what you should add? Another variable, that means missing number, missing frequency, 56 plus x plus y. Next number 56 plus 9. The numbers you can add together. 56 plus 9, 65 plus x plus y. Next number 65 plus 7, 72 plus x plus y. Last one 72 plus 4, 76 plus x plus y. That means the last column you are going to get the answer 76 plus x plus y. If you are adding this one, then also you are going to get the same answer only. What is the answer? You are going to get 76 plus x plus y. That is total of the frequency. But it is given that total frequency is equal to how much? N is given that 100. So out of this you will get one equation. What is the equation? This total frequency we have got like this way, 76 plus x plus y. That you can equate with what? 100. So x plus y is equal to 100 minus 76 is equal to 24. That means one equation you got that x plus y is equal to 24. Keep like that way. Now you have to use this formula. What is the formula? Median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF divided by F into H. Here median is already given. What is the median? 525. So if median is 525, obviously you can say that it will be lies in which class? 500 to 600 class only. Because it is already given that in most observation. That means the median is already given that 525. Therefore it must lie in which class? 500 to 600. Now median class also you got that. What is the median class? 500 to 600. Now its lower limit. So you have to apply the values in this formula. So L you got as 500. Now what is N? N is already given that how much? 100. And CF. CF means the class preceding. Is it right? The frequency of the class preceding to the median class. So which will be that 36 plus the x. So CF you got as 36 plus x. F means the frequency of the same class. So what is that? 20 and class size. Class size you know that 100 class size continuous. So you can see that 100 is the class size. Now you got all the values. Now next step what you should do that you have to just substitute in this formula. Now when you are substituting 525 because it is median is already given here. 525 is equal to L. L means 500 plus n by 2 means what is that? 50 minus of CF. CF means what? 36 plus x. That minus I multiplied here. That's why it is coming in as minus 36 minus x. Understood? Divided by F. F means what is that? 20 into class size is 100. Then 20 and 100 cancel the 5. Next step what is taken that 500 I have taken this side. So 525 minus 500 is equal to 50 minus 36 is equal to 40. 40 minus x into 5. Now multiply it. 14 5s are 70 minus 5x. Take to one side. Here 25. So you will get that 5x is equal to 70 minus 25 is equal to 45. That means x is equal to what you will get that 9. The x value, that means this missing frequency already you got as a 9. Next step what you should do that you already have one equation. What is that? X plus y is equal to 24. Now substitute that value of x in this equation. X plus y is equal to 24. You will get that 9 plus y is equal to 24 and y is equal to 24 minus 9 is equal to 15. Now you got the missing frequencies. X is equal to 9 and y equal to 15. These are the answers of the missing frequency. So using this formula, how you have found out the missing frequencies also by in this class. Clear for you children? Listen children. Example number 7 of your textbook. One question, class intervals are not given. But it's given that less than 144 students are there. Means the number of girls, heights of 51 girls heights are given. Here what you have to do that, here number of girls, that means you know that 4, 11, 29, 40, 46, 51. These are the cumulative figures. That means less than 144 students are there. Less than 145, 11 students are there. Less than 150, 29 students are there. Less than 155, 40 students are there. Less than 160, 46 are there. Less than 165, 51 students. Like this way one column is given. So you have to find out the class interval. You have to find out the median of this frequency distribution table. But you know that these are the cumulative frequencies given. So you have to make out the class interval, same time frequency also for this, finding out the median of this given class. Now here you will given that height in centimeters less than 140. So you will write down first class interval is below 140 only. So number of students are there 4 only. So right, that means frequency is 4. Now next class, here you know that these all are the, which are the limits, the lower limits of the classes. That means the next class will be what one 140 to 145. That means below 140 4 students are there. Below 145 11 students are there means 140 to 145 how many students will be there? You have to subtract this one. So right, 11 minus 4 which will be is equal to 7. Clear for you children? So here cumulative frequency is given and less than cumulative frequency is given. Distribution table is given. You have to find out the frequency and class intervals also. For that purpose, one for less than 145. That means you can say that 140 to 145 class. How many students will be there? 11 minus 4, 7 students will be there. Next one, less than 150 means total number of students. Less than 150, how many students are there? 29. But you know that less than 145, already 11 is there. So next step, you have to find out that what is the number of students in between 145 to 150. So what you will do that, you will just subtract these two numbers. 29 minus 11, we will get the frequency of that particular class. Same way, next class will be less than 150 to less than 155 is given that 40. That means 150 to 155. This class interval, in this class interval, how many students will be there? 40 minus 29, 11 students will be there. Next class 155 to 160, that means the difference of these two classes because these are the cumulative frequencies. So you are going to make out the frequencies of the particular classes. So 46 minus 40, it will be is equal to 6. And last class is that 160 to 165. It will come 51 minus 46 is equal to 5. Now, when you are adding to your cumulative frequency for finding out, you are just adding 4 plus 7, 11. To same column, you are going to get again. Once more, you check it whether it is correct or not. Then frequency already you got that 51 students. Heights is given. Number of girls 51 and heights is given. Now you have to find out the median. So median formula is there with us. Now you can do yourself the remaining because the median class where it lies, that only you have to find out. It lies in the nearest to n by 2. You have to just look at that. Cumulative frequency greater than or nearest to this 26.5. So what is that? It is 29. So right, therefore this will be the median class. Its lower limit already you got that 145. N by 2 is already written here 26.5. CF means one class before what is the cumulative frequency. That also you know that 11. And next F means what is that frequency of that particular class. Class size. Class size how much is there? 5 class difference is there. That means 5 is the class size. Now substitute in this formula and then you can find out. So this is also an important question for your exams. Clear for you children? Now already you know that how to find out the median using this formula. Now how can you represent the cumulative frequency distribution on a graph paper? Okay. For that purpose you are going to take a graph paper. I have to just draw like this only, but you have to use the graph paper. So just to recall your example number 14.13. There already I have taken 3 tables I have made. You are remembering I think so. Below less than cumulative frequency distribution, more than cumulative frequency distribution. So we are using for graphical representation that 2 tables which are there, the less than cumulative frequency distribution table and more than cumulative frequency distribution table. Clear for you children? So you just turn the page and find out that table and then using that table only I did this graph. Okay? So you have to represent the cumulative frequency only. So try. So we need only cumulative frequency, no need of frequency here. So cumulative frequency, you will mark it on the y-axis and on the x-axis what you are going to mark it as that upper limits. So upper limits are going to mark in the x-axis and y-axis you are going to mark the cumulative frequency. So that classes are started by 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 like that way. It was there. That means the upper limits are there 10, 20, 30, 40 up to 100 are there. That I marked on the x-axis and cumulative frequency, maximum cumulative frequency was 51. Because of that, I have taken it as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. That's according to scale. You can choose yourself. Okay? If you want a big graph, larger graph, so you can use 5, 10, 20, 15, 20, 25 like that. Now, I have just plotted that points only here. Means that points I have just pointed out from that table only. That means below 10, how many were there? 5 were there. Below 20, 8 were there. Below 30, 12 were there. Below 40, 50. That means less than 40, 15 are there. So that all points I am going to mark it over there. That means x and y coordinates. X is 10, y is 5. So 10, 5 I marked. The next 28 I marked. Then 30, 12 I marked, 40, 50. So when you are doing it on the graph paper, then you are going to get a legible graph. Now 40, 50, 58, up to 100 to 53. That means 153. Now these all points you are going to plot. You are going to plot the points and you have to join these points by a curve, not by a straight line. Because it will not be a straight line, it will be a curve only. And you have to just draw free flow, you have to draw that. That means this one is called by the name, this cumulative frequency distribution graphical representation is known by the name OGIVE. Okay, O-G-I-V-E, OGIVE. And this one here we have taken less than representation, therefore we will call by the name less than OGIVE. Okay. Now this is for the first graphical representation. Now same way you can draw another graph that is called the more than OGIVE. More than OGIVE also you are going to mark here upper limits and here you are going to mark the cumulative frequency only. But the points will be changed. Points, which table you have to take here? Here you have to take more than table. That means more than 0. How many were there? 53, more than 10. 48, this column already was there in the textbook. That is why I have written that column here. And the points only I have written here. That points I have to plot like this way. 0, 53, 10 like this way. Now this way you are going to get a lot of points here, and that points also you are going to just join with a curve, and that curve is known by the name more than ogive. Okay, this was less than ogive and this was more than ogive. And look at here, what purpose we are going to do like this way? Because here we know that median one formula already know that. Suppose if we don't want to use that formula and we have to find out the median using this graph. How can you find out the median from this graph? Okay, for that purpose, what you will do that you have drawn any graph, that means less than, here more than graph you have drawn, and out of that you have knowing that what is the total number of observations was given that 53. That means n by 2 is equal to what? 53 by 2 is equal to 26.5. So already it was told that median class where it was lying. It was lying in the frequency which is greater than or nearest to that cumulative frequency, that means 26.5. So here we have what we have done that cumulative frequency 26.5 where it is that means on the y-axis 26.5 where it is that you have dotted. From there we are drawing a parallel line parallel to this x-axis where it is going to touch the curve. That means this curve is going to touch here. From there, we are going to draw a perpendicular line towards the x-axis. Where it is touching this point on the x-axis, that is called the median. So when you are doing the graph, doing the sum of the graph paper, exactly you are going to get the answer as 66.4, and this 66.4 already you have got from the median formula also. The same answer you are going to get from the graph also. So what you should do that you have to just take n by 2 value, and there you have to choose cumulative frequency where that n by 2 value is coming. That n by 2 value you have to draw a parallel line towards the parallel line with the x-axis where it is touching the graph, that means that curve. From there you are going to draw a perpendicular line which is going to touch the upper limits at some point. That point will be the median of this particular frequency distribution. Clear for you children? Same way, here I have done both the graphs separately. But if it is getting the graphs together, both the graphs I have drawn same in single graph paper like this way. That means I have not plotted the points. It is going to come the same points. I am going to mark like this way. So you can see that the graph is going to come like this way. Okay, this graph I have just copied here. That means both the graph less than and more than graph, both I have taken less than ogive and more than ogive, both I have marked on same graph paper. So there how to find out the median is that where these both the graphs are going to meet, that point is that means x-axis, x-coordinate related to that point will be the median of that particular frequency distribution table. Now you might have cleared that sometimes it may be coming in the examination as a 1 mark question also. That means the graph representation will be given and you have to find out the median from the graph. So how to find out the graph median? You have to just both the graphs are given where the point of intersection, that point of intersection's x-coordinate you have to take it. Suppose one graph is only given, so n will be given. So n is half you have to take from that graph. You have to draw the parallel line towards this graph, and that point where it is touching on the graph. From there, that means curve. From there, you have to draw a perpendicular line towards the upper limit. So that will be the median of the class. Clear for you now? Now this frequency distribution, how to find out the median using the formula as well as by the graphical distribution also we have seen now. Graphical representation also we have seen. Now the remaining questions of that exercise you can do yourself, because all the type of sum I done in the class. This graphical representation specially you have to do it in a graph paper notebook only, that you do, and then find out the median, and you have to just verify also with using this formula whether you are going to get the same answer or no. Okay children, now the chapter is completed. You have to just complete this exercise, all the exercise in this chapter, and send to me in my WhatsApp number. Okay children.